Some truths are hidden from you. There is a truth which is hidden from you, and let's see what is the truth. The truth that whatever you have said to this person, they already know, or they already know, sense that you have such kind of anger or pride, frustration related to a situation, and they give no eyes, like they have no ears for this. They had no ear for whatever you have in you. They never thought that you will blast this way, or you will bully this way, or you have so much stored anger in you. Somebody's never thought that you can be so blunt with the truth, or you can be so upfront with something. At the same way, very witty and very intelligent about something. So somebody is in shock, or somebody is in dilemma that you are not what they thought you to be. Maybe this is a person who thought, like, if you are there also, somebody also is there, and you are okay with it, then you are so, open-minded, and you are so, good and all. So, yeah, it's fine. The truth about the situation is you are actually the right one. You are on the right pedestal, or you are so busy in your work, in your life, that you never thought that this can also happen. A cheating situation can also happen. So this person cheated you behind your back. They were dating somebody else also. Double dating thing was going on, and you were never aware about it. And they put all the blame on you. They were trying to guilt trap you that because you were not available, or because you were this, you were that, I did this. This person is heavily selfish. They can date not just one person, they can date the whole world if they want. They are so talented, and they feel no ashamed about it. They feel like a person like me should date anybody. Like, I can have anyone by my side, and one night stands can also be very possible. I am free to do that. I am the prince of the universe. I am the god, kind. Somebody thought that they are Krishna. Because I look smart, I can do whatever I want. So God is actually telling you, look, your Krishna is how good. God is actually trying to tell you, see, your version of Krishna is how good. Never think somebody as God. And if he is actually God, or if somebody thinks that I am God, or he acts like God, then yes, if they have already proclaimed themselves to be so powerful, then you will be powerless in front of them, because you can only be submissive to God. Whatever they do, you have to accept his behavior. Because it's good now, it's better, it's good, so his perspective is the best perspective. They actually cheated you. They actually backstabbed you. They were with somebody else, or they were doing the same. It's not same. They were in a relationship completely with somebody else, or they have relationships going on online, offline. They have many relationships going on. But they are not committed to anyone. They can play with any one's life, emotions. And they treated you as you are the loyalest one, so you will stay at the end, because you can handle all this drama and all this chaos and conflict, because you are, you have so understanding that I am the God, so yeah, I can treat you the way I want. I am so submissive, you are a God's devotee. So yeah, a devotee should always be ready to accept what I am doing. Because my behavior is the best behavior, you know what? And they thought that you are not actually good enough, you are good enough for nothing, and you can be there, yes, around that corner you will be there. Oh my God, They treated you like you are their disciple and you will do whatever they want, and they will date somebody else and you will be there around them, hiding all the, hush and fush. You must have done this in any lifetime. You are very much committed to somebody, or not committed, you are so much into religion and all, service. Oh, you have broken a big karmic thing in this situation, where you finally stood up and said that it is wrong. Maybe you hide something, or maybe you covered something of someone's bad behavior, and you are in trouble in any lifetime. So that is a karma you are playing from lifetimes after lifetimes. You used to hide certain truths, or used to ignore certain things about somebody out of your goodness, like okay, it's fine, everybody has some wrong, but you never understood your ignorance can cause a lot of drama in people's life, or your ignorance can actually be very dangerous for people and society in general. If somebody has done something, they have done it. They have something wrong in them, they have it. If they are a player, they are a player. If they are not committal, they are non-committal. That's very blunt. That's very truthful. They feel like whatever you have belongs to them. Why? You could be, when you claim that this is something I own, they will say no, it belongs to me. Or this person wanted to claim that whatever you have, it belongs to me, by giving you false promises, or by casting spells on you, or by showing something to you that we had some connection in any lifetime, or we are so much Is it true? Let's talk to God. Like Krishna, please, can you please tell us? Okay, so God is telling you one thing is true. You are very much dedicated to one person as a master, or you have to serve somebody literally, honestly, genuinely. That is very true. In any lifetime, you are a person who was so much committed to spirituality, God, religion, and obedience and dharma. You are away from all the tactics and mind games. You never understood what is going on, but you always followed because of your goodness. Maybe you followed a master, or you respected that person. You did that service, seva of that person. Or in other lifetimes, you well behaved with. So one thing is very common: you are always a good conduct people. You always well behaved with everyone. But only the only problem was on in those lifetimes, you are a good disciple, but that somebody was not a good master, or they chose something else over. Maybe it was a situation where they would not have the right timing and whatever it is. So in this lifetime, somebody wanted to do the same thing, like I need you in some situations, you have to do this for me, you are my weapon, or you have to do this, you are obliged to do this, you have done this, you have promised this, you are always been there. Or it can also mean that you have such a good conduct, so you are supposed to do a work because you are good with that. Now you are breaking free of a long cycle of understanding. In this lifetime, sometimes the best ones can also be wrong on a larger perspective. If they want somebody, like if they want you to follow them, or if they really want somebody to follow, God is saying you can have a great connection with divine in this lifetime. So it's a divine guidance. Who is greater? Truth is greater, or somebody's command is greater? It's like you have two choices. Either you can choose the truth, the ultimate dharma by which the world rules, or you can choose you can choose to obey, or you choose to go by the dharma of a disciple. And you chose to obey the greatest dharma, the law, the truth. You are on the safest side, because now your guru is the God. He is going to protect you. You are on the safest side. But if you chose to serve this person, you would one day you will step to that position also. By serving the person, you will also step to the position. But in this situation, it happened because something dramatic got arranged and showed you, look, if you are extremely submissive and you are not speaking the truth, like you know something and you're not speaking, forget about all the lifetimes. In this lifetime, your truth is you are connected with divine. If you don't speak on the right time, even the person who is claiming to be doing something great will also go to downfall because they are also doing something wrong. So who is greater for you? The divine. So you chose the path of the divine, your own sense, logic, or whatever you say, whatever connection you have with God. And God is telling you, you did the right decision, you chose the right thing. But one thing is very clear, you served somebody because of your goodness. You served somebody because of you thought that this is your dharma as a disciple. But what went wrong in any lifetime maybe was not in somebody's control, or maybe it was a society, how things unfolded. Something is still left to actually. Something is still left. That whole thing is not ended, has not ended. So if you feel a lot connected with a spiritual master, and even after so much of the drama, you feel there is something which is connecting with the person, it's like there is something incomplete. You were a part of a group, and that group was committed to do something. So something is incomplete. In this lifetime, you can do that. You can be the person who can do that. But God is telling you, instead of going by somebody's command, you have to follow my command. And once you follow my command, you will see whatever is going to be like step by step, it will happen just like that. So you have done the right thing. You have chosen the right path. They know about it. They will understand after some time. What connection you shared with the person? Might be you actually respected somebody a lot. There was a good bonding. But there was something which was still yet to be discovered in this lifetime also. So yeah. But you have to be on a safer side. Either you are with the person as a master, or you respect the person, or there is something else to that. God is telling you there are two ways. Either you have two choices, or that person doesn't have a choice. It's your choice. You have done something selflessly in any lifetime. So God is telling you, I will give you I will do the favor, or I will give you whatever you desire, and something left unsaid, or something, oh my God, I just got the idea. Something was left unsaid, or something was incomplete. This chapter was incomplete. And what you had to do as a community has already been done, but your part, or there is nothing like your part. It's mostly like you suppressed yourself as a person in many lifetimes, for society, for world, for your work, for your guru. So in this lifetime, it's your benefit, it's your gift. You have completed your cycle. So God is telling you, you have all the things presented to you. You tell me what you want. What is your, take? You have to live for yourself. Whatever gives you the happiness, live for yourself in this lifetime. Don't try to live for people. In this lifetime, it's your journey to make yourself happy. You be happy, live a beautiful family life, because maybe somebody never lived a family life. And that person who is associated with you as a master, that person never lived a family life. That person was also not married. What is the guidance, divine? It is a myth that you are telling to yourself that I have to do something. The reality is, I want you to do something. You will become the medium, and divine is trying to tell you, and things will happen through you. You don't have a very good, you don't have something to do with yourself. You are not doing a work for yourself. You are not doing it to earn something or earn a money or a living. The only concept here is I want you to do something because I feel that you are the right fit, that you will be able to do this in a very good way. So whatever work you feel like I have to do, it's divine guidance that you have to do this. Present it to me. And somebody is trying to pull you away from that. And that person can be coming and claiming like, no. But that person doesn't understand. The person that they knew from lifetimes and whatever connection it was, this is a lifetime where you are not the person that you were. Right now you're not that person that you were. So if they remember anything or if they have some knowledge, you're not that person any longer. Or you will be changing yourself. It's like the divines, according to the divine will, you will be able to change your perspective, your nature, your behavior will be keep transforming. It will be keep changing. So you will never be the same person. You have to, it's like in this lifetime you have sacrificed yourself for goodness, for dharma, society. So you will never be able to feel that this is who I am, and after 2 years you will be a completely different person. So that sacrifice the divine has already taken away. This. You will never be able to say that I will be this and I will be that after 10 years. So you never understand what you will become. So nobody can understand you. You are a weapon for divine. The person who is trying to claim you or whatever mind games or whatever it is happening, they have to understand that you are no longer the person. So either they choose some, no, it's about a mutual understanding. There has to be an awakening for this person. That person has to leave everything which they are trying to paint, and their professional life or whatever work they were doing is actually almost done. But it's time for them to be awakened for their personal life. Now is their calling. They have to get away from every distraction, every third party, every fourth thing, and there will be an awakening for this person to understand. In many lifetimes, you never lived for yourself. In this lifetime, for what you are, like for what you will be able to live, for what you want to live. Superficial things or who you truly loved and what you truly crave. That is their awakening. There is nothing to do with you. So that's why God is telling you to work and focus on your work, because that's their life, that's their journey. So let them decide what is about you. Release this person from your shackles. Even if they choose something else for themselves, or they choose something else like that, yeah, this person can choose. God is saying release this person from, like, completely release yourself from this situation, detach. And just allow this person to choose whatever they want to live for or whatever is their choice. Okay, so you belong to a different group or you belong to a different tribe. It's like that in this lifetime. And what is the judgment from divine? The judgment from divine is you are never meant to be with somebody, or it's if it's their choice, if it's their free will, then it's your free will also. If it is their lifetime to choose, then it's your lifetime to also choose. And if you choose something which is best for you. Why would you choose something which maybe you like? Suppose after lifetimes you are choosing something. All of a sudden you feel like here's the trick. God is telling you, both of you are free. You are free, that person is free. They have to go through either the awakening to understand what they want in their life. If they don't choose to get awakened about it and they feel like, okay, whatever everybody is saying, I will be done with it, or they feel like there's something good for them with anyone, go and allow that person to choose. But that relationship, you will also know, will be a relationship based on something else. There is a trick from Divine. Divine is tricking you, both of you. What is that? If you don't like them and they don't like you, somebody else will like them and you will like somebody else. Yes, that's fine. Then like God is saying, then go for a superficial relationship. If both of you are so much into, mind and all, then yes, go for a superficial relationship, both of you. And see, is it going to play out or not? That's a clear guidance. Release that person from all your shackles, all your boundaries, everything, just detach from the situation. Allow this person to just go. And you also remove yourself from the situation. You choose your life partner, let that person choose their life partner, and let's see how things unfold. Because both of you have free will. So let's make a choice. Let's see. There is a trick. If both of you don't like each other, then okay. Why the situation is messy? Because this person was thinking about their own things. They never considered you as a person. They were thinking about their own things, own terms, own conditions, own life, own plans, somebody that they like. So God, this situation is actually telling you, because that person was so much into their own things, Divine told you to step away from this. Let this person live their life for their selfish reasons. Because if they want to live for their own selfish reasons, then you should not be there, because you are not among that. Maybe in this lifetime you have to understand you are not a part of a group, or you are not going to be the part of something which is so selfishly planned, or a life full of selfishness. Maybe. Yeah, it's time for you to detach and just pray to Divine. I did whatever best is in my control, but now I feel like it's done, and let's see what happens.